Hello friends. In the previous discussion, we have discussed about what is chemical change, chemical reaction, word equation, chemical equation, all these things. But now the problem started. How can we identify is a given change is a chemical change or not, or a given process involves chemical reaction or not? Because everywhere where is a chemical change, definitely there will be a chemical reaction. So what are the observation or what are the characteristics of a chemical reaction by which we can identify that in the given process or the given process is a chemical change and there is an involvement of a chemical reaction. So in today's class we will discuss about the characteristics of chemical reaction. Characteristics of chemical reaction. Now the first character of a chemical reaction, that is change in temperature. Means that in a given process, if there is a change in temperature, that can be a chemical reaction. To observe this, we can take the example of reaction between concentrated acid, especially sulfuric acid, with water. And when we are dealing with this concentrated acid and water, be precautious. Always add acid to the water, not water to the acid. The reason behind that is when we add acid to the water, the reaction is highly exothermic. What is the meaning of exothermic? The meaning of exothermic means that that reactions in which energy release either in the form of temperature or any form of the energy. So it should be precautious. You have to keep precautions. When you are dealing with a water and acid, always add acid to the water, not water to the acid. Detailed concept we will discuss in our upcoming classes. So we were dealing with that is the characteristics of chemical reaction, and the first character is change in temperature. How can we demonstrate or observe that in a given reaction there is a change in a temperature or not? Obviously, before starting of the process, just note down the temperature, just touch that. If that is feel normal, it means that have low temperature or that is in the equilibrium with our body. But as soon as when we start to add acid to the water, look at here, when you are dealing with the acid, always tilt the test tube and add acid along the wall of test tube, not directly, because reaction is exothermic. Maybe due to excessive addition or speedy addition of acid, the water can splash out with high temperature and that can damage your body parts. So when we add the acid to the water, after addition of the acid to the water, when we touch again the wall of the test tube, it becomes hot. It means there is a change in the temperature. So any process where we observe the change in temperature, it means that is a chemical, that may be a chemical reaction. Second, change in color. Means in a process, if there is a change in color, it means there will be a chemical reaction. To understand the change in the color, we are dealing with the two aqueous solutions of potassium iodide. This is potassium iodide and this is lead nitrate in distilled water. As usual, you can observe that both the solutions are colorless and they are prepared in water. When we start to add any one solution to other slowly, then you can observe that during the addition, first thing is you can observe the change in the color, and second thing is that both the colorless solution were liquid in the liquid state, but as soon as we added, they convert into solid. So when a solid forms in a liquid, that is known as precipitation. This is also the characteristics of the chemical reaction, but in this activity our main purpose was to observe the change in color. You can observe that the color of the colorless solution becomes yellow due to the formation of lead iodide. So this activity also explains that when in a process there is a change in color, that is a chemical reaction. And we can write here, we have used lead nitrate PbNO3 in the aqueous, so we can mention AQ there, plus Ki potassium iodide, again this is in the aqueous, so we have mentioned there AQ. And when we express a chemical equation, we use arrow sign. Those substances which present before the arrow sign or left hand side of the arrow, they are known as reactants. After combining them, they form lead iodide in the solid form with yellow precipitate along with potassium nitrate KNO3. It present in aqueous medium, colorless. So we use two colorless solution. After mixing them, they convert into a solid. When we mix liquids, and then the formation of solid in the liquid, that is known as precipitation, and its color is yellow. Beside this, the color of the reactants were colorless. So this is the change in the color as well as the formation of precipitate. So change in color is an example, is a characteristics of chemical reaction. Now the third, that is formation of precipitate. Formation of precipitation. Formation of precipitation. I have already explained that when we are mixing the liquids and there is a formation of solid in the liquid, like this, you can observe that solid has been settled at the bottom and liquid is above. This condition is known as formation of precipitate. We have one more example to understand the precipitation. For that, again we use two colorless solution. First one is barium chloride and second one is sodium sulfate. You can clearly observe that both are colorless liquid, and when we start to mix each other, you can observe there is a formation of white color substance in the solid form. So this is the formation of precipitate. So this is the third character, formation of precipitate. This reaction can be written in the form of chemical equation. We have used sodium sulfate. The formula of sodium sulfate is Na2SO4, is present in aqueous and colorless, and the another solution, that is barium chloride, that is also colorless and in aqueous state, arrow sign to express the chemical reaction. Then the formation of a white color precipitate, BSO4 of barium sulfate. This is in form of solid and this is white precipitate along with NaCl, sodium chloride in aqueous medium, aqueous part. So this is the third characteristics of chemical reaction. The first which we have discussed, that is change in temperature, second change in color, third formation of precipitate. Now the fourth, that is evolution of a gas. Evolution means release of a gas during a chemical process. During a chemical process. To observe this, we perform a reaction between zinc metal, this is a small piece of zinc metal, and dilute sulfuric acid. I add this zinc metal to this test tube and start to add slowly sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid. What is the meaning of dilute? Means that acid which have more amount of water and less amount of acid. You can clearly observe there is a formation of bubbles. A gas is released in the form of bubbles. As soon as the reaction will perform, you can observe the release of gas in the form of bubbles. Look, as soon as I am adding dilute H2SO4 here, it producing the bubbles, and these bubbles belongs to gases. So this is another characteristics of a chemical reaction, that is evolution of a gas. Again, this can be written in the form of chemical equation. Zinc is present in solid state, H2SO4 is a liquid and it convert into the salt zinc sulfate in solid state along with formation of hydrogen gas in the gaseous phase. So this is the fourth characteristics of a chemical reaction. Now, fifth, change in state. Change in state. Change in state you can observe everywhere. We have taken aqueous means liquid state, it convert into solid, liquid convert into solid. Here we have used solid and liquid and the product form in the form of gases. So change in state is also the part of or characteristics of a chemical reaction. So these are the 5 characteristics of chemical reaction: change in temperature, change in color, formation of precipitation, evolution of a gas, and change in state. But basically, not only change in temperature or change in state cannot be indicate the chemical reaction itself. Along with this, there should be any other phenomena, any other change must be with change in temperature and change in state. Because change in state is also the part of physical change. Change in temperature, we can change the physical state by changing the temperature. So these two are elementary characteristics of reaction. We can say supplementary, but the main characteristics of a chemical reaction can be among these 3: change in color, formation of precipitation, and evolution of a gas. And every chemical reaction can have more than one characteristics, more than one characteristics, either first and second, first and third, 3 and 4, and all also. So if we observe such type of changes in a process, we can say that is a chemical change. And where is the chemical change? There must be chemical reaction.